Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 with Dover Athletic in the Championship. Currently sat 10th place in the table, but I think that might be a little bit inaccurate, shall we say, because we've played some of the worst teams in the league so far. Since the last episode, we obviously lost 4-3 against Peterborough in a game that realistically probably should have won. We were winning it for a considerable amount of time and then threw it away. We lost against Brighton. We beat Ipswich, which is good. We lost against Peterborough in the Carabao Cup. We then drew 2-2 with Nottingham Forest, a 4-4 draw with Sheffield United, and a 3-1 victory against Hull. We are certainly good value when it comes to goals. Maybe we might concede too many. We've also signed a brand new player. Craig Fern is a 21-year-old Welsh central midfielder, formerly of Bradford City and Stevenage. At 21 years old, he's played a lot of football, hasn't he? He's played, well, for the last 3 years, he's played basically every single game for Bradford City, and they released him for some reason. I don't know why. We've picked him up. He's probably not going to be playing many games for us, but I think there's hopefully some potential there. He's actually not terrible, is he? Match number 1 then of the episode, up against Blackburn Rovers, our former feeder team, and a team that basically have helped us get to where we currently are in the table. Because we're playing Blackburn, Stuart Humphrey obviously can't play in this one. It's going to be Obed Afari in goal, Muller, Pambu, Cisse and Tim Hayes in defence. We've got Searle and Thomason in midfield, Beckham and Corbeneau on the wings, Williams and Emerson as our strikers for this one. You might have noticed our right-hand side no longer consists of a wing-back and an inside forward. It's an inverted wing-back and a winger because Romeo Beckham wants to be playing as a winger rather than an inside forward. So we're going to see how this goes. And because we've gone from an inside forward to a winger, I thought I'd switch up the right-back as well. So he's a wing-back now, inverted. Now, some of you who might be new to the channel might think, oh, maybe this guy's very good tactically. No, I click buttons and hope for the best. And yeah, I'm not quite sure whether that's going to work at all. Well, 15 minutes have already passed, now 20 minutes without a single highlight taking place, and now Romeo Beckham's got injured. So all of those tactical changes that I've done for Mr. Beckham to basically fit our system a little bit better, he's gone and got himself injured. We might revert everything back. You know what, we won't. We're going to play Andrew Moran on the right wing, who can play as a winger support on the right-hand side. So that's going to be the plan. We're sticking with the inverted wing-back to see whether it really works, to be honest. Muller with the throw. Jaden Williams chests it down. Plays it backwards to Paul Searle. Dinks it over. Muller's chested it down again. Crosses it in. Back post is Theo Corbeneau. And the Canadian heads well over the bar from a very, very close angle. He probably should have scored. Free kick for Blackburn. It is Provod. And Provod has made the lead go to Blackburn. Those are words. Made the lead go to Blackburn. It's 1-0. And this game so far has been pretty appalling, hasn't it? Still not quite at half-time. Blackburn once again coming forward. Richards loses out to Theo Corbeneau, one of our 3 players who picked up an early, or 4 players who picked up early yellow cards. Corbeneau's continuing his run, plays it on the ground to Zach Emerson. He's at the post. And Jaden Williams, for some reason, of course he was offside. He's always offside. Why is Jaden Williams always offside? Half-time then, it is 1-0 to Blackburn Rovers, but we have been arguably the better side, and we don't have anything to show for it at the moment. Williams is on a 6.3. I'm quite angry with how you've played. No changes at half-time. We've got a corner. Cisse takes it. It's towards the front post. Why is Cisse taking our corners? He is a centre-back, and I think he's about 6'6". Cisse with the ball once again. Number 22, the new signing. Our first real proper non-European signing, I would say. Jefford controls it and gets past his man for Blackburn. He's coming forward. Plays it back instead at Jan Quoto. Lenehan, he's going to go for a run all the way back to the goalkeeper. Is something going to come from this, or are we just going to peter out into absolutely nothing? Namaso's in on goal. Leon Pambu is there, sticks a foot out, blocks the shot. It's a very good block from Danny Loader. It's going to be a throw to Blackburn, which we are not going to see. Final 30 minutes or so, I think it's time for a change. We are not doing anything at all. Jaden Williams has been horrendous. A 6.1. Moran's come on and he's on a 6.3, so that's clearly not working as a winger on that side. We will push you to an inside forward on support, which is what you used to be. Do we also do any more changes? We've got 4 yellow cards, which is a concern. We've only got 1 sub left. We'll stick with this for the moment. I'm keeping that final sub for basically if we get a red card. That's my plan here. Carroll's throws. 70 minutes on the clock. Blackburn Rovers coming forward with the ball down the left-hand side. It looks like the parent club might be getting the best of the feeder club. Bogle on the right again for us. Plays it backwards. Not the best pass. And Ponce has stolen the ball. He's gone for a run. He's dodged a tackle. He's got so much time and space. Leon Pambu's nowhere to be found. And that effort was awful. Blackburn have had one shot on target and scored it. Blackburn have had one shot on target and scored it. They've had about 11 shots, but only one's been on target. We've had a fair amount of shots, a fair on target as well, and obviously we don't have a goal at the moment, but there's still time. 15 minutes. Ball over the top. Thomason's going to get in on goal. The former Luton man. His effort is saved superbly well from the goalkeeper, and Blackburn can clear the ball. Tim Hayes' throw to Thomason. Forward. Corbeau gets past his man. Good little bit of play from the Canadian. Omar Bogle loses out, but Zach Emerson's nicked this. Hold on. Emerson's gone for a long ranger. Why have you gone for that? You could have ran about 30 yards. Instead, he tried to do something absolutely special, which, if it went in, I would have loved it, but it didn't. And now Blackburn again coming forward. Final 10 minutes of the match. The cross is going to come in. No, it doesn't. On the ground, Paul Searle's given away a penalty, and it's game over here on the South Coast. Blackburn Rovers are going to win 2-0 probably, and we have been pretty appalling. So what's going to happen then? Richards is the man to step up. I'm pretty sure that's the guy who we had on loan, isn't it? Taylor Richards? Did we have Taylor? I think we had Ashley Richards, didn't we? It's 2-0 to Blackburn and we've lost. Oh, it's still not over. There's potentially more coming. We've not really deserved this. We've just been bad going forward. We have also... I'm coming up with all the excuses now. We have just played a match like 3 days ago. So we're also not as match fit as perhaps some of the Blackburn players. Richards' effort hits the bar. Leon Pambu can clear the ball. It should be 3. It might be 3. There's still plenty of time, apparently. Another cross comes in. Leon Pambu gets it clear. Namasso's going to collect, though, for Blackburn, keeping the highlight alive. On the ground to the penalty scorer. Crosses it in. It's Ponce. His headed effort goes just wide of Obedafari's post. He's been bad. We've also got Moran's on a 6.0. Corbeau's on a 6.4, now 6.5. We've just been awful, haven't we? We've just been awful this match. Defensively, we've had some very good players in the shape of Muller and Pambu. And everyone else has been real bad. And I'm just noticing the hearts on everyone. Yeah, we need a break. We need a very big break, and I don't think we're going to get one. Corbeau with the ball for us, towards Bogle. He's not going to get there. And we've got 1 minute of injury time. 1 minute of injury time, and there's a highlight going on, which is a worry. On the ground on the right-hand side is Brown. It goes forward, plays it back to Drama. Is that Cody Drama? Might be Cody Drama. Bogle doesn't get there. What are we doing? We've just been so bad in this match all of a sudden. We've been alright. The last few matches we've been okay. And we've come up against Blackburn and we've just been battered 3-0. Why is Danny Loader's name Namasso? That says Namasso, right? It was Danny Loader? Am I missing something here? Danny Loader scored. He's from Cameroon. Daniel Namasso Loader. Okay. Fair enough. Not what I was expecting, but sure. Well, a 3-0 defeat. And yeah, we were actually not bad. We weren't bad. I think the injury potentially to Beckham might have been a bit of a concern because he's arguably one of our best players. I'm going to thrash my arms. I'm far from pleased. And then anyone who gets below a 6'3" is going to get shouted at. So it might actually only be 3 players. Okay, I'm going to throw 3 water bottles at all of you. Oh, and what's worse is Romeo Beckham's out to 2 to 3 weeks. Not ideal. And then in 4 days' time, we've got to play Luton. Really? Well, because of that, we are going to have to give rests to most of these players for a considerable amount of time. Actually, Moran, you're not going to bother getting a rest, but everyone else is going to get 2 days off because we need to get some of this condition back in. Everyone else should be better, maybe. For match number 2, we are reverting back to our normal 4-2-4 with a wing-back and an inside forward on the right-hand side, rather than the inverted wing-back and a winger. It's going to be Obedafari in goal, Burke, Cisse, McGuinness returns from a suspension, and Silko Thomas in defence. Searle and Thomason in the middle. Thomason will be playing against his former club in the shape of Luton Albion. It's going to be Corbeau playing on the right-hand side today, Dobra playing on the left, Jaden Williams and Stuart Humphrey as our strikers. Humphrey obviously couldn't play against Blackburn because, as I mentioned, that's a cup tie. It's not a cup tie, that's his parent club. He can't play against his parent club. You know what I mean. Now, despite the fact so far of the 2 matches that we've seen on camera, we haven't won either of them, and we've just lost one of them 3-0, I would argue that I've seen enough from this team to say that we're probably not going to be getting relegated. We shouldn't be getting promoted, for certain, but I don't think we are bad enough to be getting relegated. Mendes Gomez is in on goal here. Obedafari can hold on to that one from the Luton Town striker. So yeah, I think we should be good enough to finish outside the bottom 3. We're currently 15th place, 5 points clear, assuming we get a draw here. I'm just hoping that we don't go down. Dovin with a goal kick for Luton. Intercepted by Paul Sell, loses out immediately. And Luton Town coming forward. Barlow on the left-hand side stops, and he's been tackled superbly well by Sell, but Sell doesn't keep hold of the ball. It's Baker across to McKenna, forward to Pert. Harris curling effort. It's off the base of the post, and we've managed to clear the ball upfield, and we're not going to keep the highlight alive, unfortunately. Corner for Stuart Humphrey to take the mohawked Blackburn man. Finds Mark McGuinness, but he heads wide of the post. It's still 0-0, but that's a decent chance from a corner. It also means, because Humphrey's taking our corners, big Abdul Karim Cisse is going to be in the penalty area for them as well. Corner this time for Luton Town. We've got about 3 or so minutes left of the first half to play. It's gone over, I think. Didn't really see what happened there because of the camera angle. Obed Afari has the ball in his hands. I'm just a bit concerned by some of the match ratings of our players. Jaden Williams is on a 6.5 again. That's a worry. Afari's going to kick it over the halfway line. Towards Williams, nowhere near him. And Luton can come forward with the ball. Pert Harris, Afari's come off his line, and he's done well, actually. That was a worry. Afari just sprinted off his line, and I thought he was just going to make an absolute calamitous error. Instead, he concedes the corner. Lewis Baker takes the corner towards the front post. It's now towards the back post. Burke clears it off the line. We are clinging on here. I was literally saying at the start of this match that I've seen enough from our team to say that we shouldn't be getting relegated. We're not doing anything against Luton, and we're at home. The ball's gone over everybody. We've managed to steal it with Corbeneau. Counter-attack time, here we go. Williams takes his time. Back to Paul Searle on the right. Nothing. The highlight just ended. No shots took place in that, right? As far as I can tell, no shot took place in that final little bit of a highlight. Right, it is 0-0 at half-time. I'm not happy. I don't like what we've seen because we haven't really done anything. Thomas is playing poorly. Jaden Williams, buddy, what is going on with you? You've not been good enough. You're on a 6-5. I'm giving you till 60 minutes, and then you're getting substituted. Or you can score a goal. Cisse's there, heads just over the bar. And I can't remember where he's from. Senegalese defender, potentially. Heads over the bar. He's still not scored for the club. I'm waiting. I can't wait. It's going to be a big moment for me. Terrible pass from Dobra, and Luton Town potentially can counter-attack, but Thomason steals it back from his former teammate, Jaden Williams, to Thomason, to Humphrey, through to Theo Corbeneau, and Dovin makes the save. We are starting to look a little bit better in this second half. Humphrey going over to take the corner then, stick it on Cisse's head. Go on, buddy, number 22 at the front post. It's a whipped corner. Jose Ramon heads clear. Going to be a throw, which we're probably not going to see. Dobra and Williams are both playing pretty poorly. Dobra's on a 6-4, Williams is on a 6-5. I said I'd give you the 60. You've had an extra 3 minutes, Jaden. Off you get. Zach Emerson's going to come on. We're also going to do Armando Dobra coming off for... What do we do here? Richard Elise can play as a left-back. Maybe. Or do we just play Richard Elise as a winger? Maybe we just do this. We just go, you know what, Richard Elise, up you get, inside forward. Have some fun. That could be a terrible thing that we've just done, but it might work. We've got 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left to play. Are we going to hold on for a draw? Are we going to maybe find ourselves a winner, or are Luton Town going to basically just kick us while we're down and steal the 3 points right at the end? We've got 5 minutes left. The second half been fairly uneventful. We'll do Thomason coming off. We are doing Matthew Craig coming on. Swap you two round. There we go. 4 minutes of normal time plus injury time. And it is going to be a 0-0 draw. Not the most exciting, but apparently we've had 22 shots. We've had 22 shots, and we saw, what, 2? What happened here? We saw none of these highlights. None of these highlights at all. And somehow we had 23 shots, 7 on target. Arguably probably deserved to win that, but I'll take a point. Right, before we end this episode, Jaden Williams... He's gone from scoring twice against Sheffield United, once against Forest, to just being, well, awful the last couple of matches. 6-1 against Blackburn. I can't really shout at him, can I? He got a 6-5. It's not good, but it's not bad. Obed Afari, however, I probably can shout at you. Although you got a 7-2 in that one. Your last 5 matches haven't been too great. 2 6.1s. I think we need a new goalkeeper. That is going to do it for this episode. Next episode, I think we're going to go a fair distance in the future. We're going to go all the way to the end of December. So we're probably going to do Reading and Forest, or maybe Forest and Sheffield United. So we'll also have the start of a transfer window. The next couple of matches are winnable. Millwall, Bristol City, Middlesbrough not so much. But yeah, we've got some definitely winnable games there. Hopefully that's 6 points, and then we're probably going to lose those 3. But I'm hoping, currently 15th place in the table, we don't move too far down. Ideally, we move a little bit further up, but I don't see that happening either. I'm thinking mid-table finish in our first season in the Championship is pretty good. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. Hit the subscribe button as well. If you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the videos, you can ding the notification bell so you get told when the new videos are released, because right now they are somewhat sporadic, shall we say. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.